Hello everyone, and welcome to exercise 14, spiral dive. Spirals must not be confused with spins. The fundamental difference that a spin is an aggravated stall. During the spin, the airspeed remains at or close to the stall speed until recovery is initiated. A spiral is not a stall by any means. It is a steep turn with a strong nose-down moment. Spirals could occur when practicing a steep turn, for instance, if no sufficient back pressure is applied. It is also likely to occur when losing visual reference, in IMC for instance, and not performing an appropriate scan of the instruments. During a spiral, the airspeed increases quickly. The aircraft could be more or less banked with a more or less strong nose-down attitude. The recovery is divided into 4 distinct steps, which must be performed in the appropriate order with confidence. Since the airspeed is increasing rapidly, there is a risk we may exceed VNE, the never exceed speed. It could cause permanent structural damage to the aircraft, or even worse, break it apart mid-flight. The first step to the recovery is therefore to immediately and quickly reduce the power all the way to idle. As you do so, do not forget to set the carb on hot. The aircraft is now in a strong nosedive attitude with a steep bank. The first instinct would be to pull back to stop the descent. Remember that the centrifugal force, that is the pressure exercised on the airframe and on you, the pilot, increases with bank. If we were to pull back as the plane is still banked, we might exceed the maximum permissible G load on the aircraft, which would cause structural damage or even worse, make you pass out. The second step to the recovery is therefore to bring the wings level first before establishing the climb. Do not hesitate to use full deflection of the controls for an efficient and quick recovery. Only once the wings are level can we set a nose-up attitude to stop the descent and establish the aircraft in the climb. Do not pull back too hard to prevent a stall, but be firm on the controls to get as far from the ground as soon as possible. Since the airspeed is still very high, wait a couple seconds until it comes back down to an acceptable value before adding full power again. Do not forget to set the carb on cold to prevent unnecessary loss of RPM in the climb. When recovering from a spiral, imagine yourself 200 feet from the ground. It is most likely to happen at low altitudes, and recovery therefore needs to be organized, firm, and efficient to prevent a collision with the ground. Here is a recovery example. Recover. Power idle, carb hot. Wings level. Establish the climb. Wait for the speed to decrease to an acceptable value, and then full power, carb cold. The key points of this lesson are: a spiral is not a spin, it is not a stall. The airspeed is high and increasing. Recovery is in 4 distinct steps: power idle, carb hot. Wings level, firmly. Establish climb, firmly. As speed is back to a reasonable value, full power, carb cold. The recovery sequence should be applied strictly without any doubt. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you soon for exercise 15, slips.